I'm glad that no one bought these hoodies. They are so darn comfortable. I wear them every day. Hello, you're speaking to Tremaine, friend of Virgil. Hey, Tremaine, it's Faunt. Faunt. Yeah, well, that doesn't quite ring a bell. Wait, did we get together last week? Yeah, the guy whose house you came to with nipple clamps a couple weeks ago. Yep, that's the one. Oh, yes, Faunty. What can I do for you? Well, man, I just saw that Palace is doing this huge Oakley collaboration this week, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys were ready to step it up and bring something big. Oh, I'm well aware of what Palace has up their sleeve, and I've got 3 huge accessories ready to combat them. You saying 3 big accessories this week? Yes, to hell with Oakley's. I have 2 ceramic Italian thingamabobs, and the coup de grace, this handmade quilt. I'm sorry, did you say a quilt? Yes, a quilt. A quilt? Dude, nobody has AIDS here. We don't need a edition of Fauntleroy's finest, and today we're going to talk about Supreme's Week 16 drop list.
It is the closest that the Irish will ever get to Christmas.
There's definitely some cool items releasing this week. Those woven shoulder bags I think are really cool. The vase and the bowl I think are neat accessories. And that handmade quilt might be one of the better blankets that Supreme's ever released. So those items are cool, it's just the retails for the items are ass. And if we were tallying up the weeks between Supreme and Palace, I'm gonna have to give this week to Palace.
I am a winner, and all of you are losers.
That Palace Oakley collaboration stuff looks really good. The glasses look cool, the t-shirts, the beanies, pretty much everything in that collection looks good. I don't have any retails for that stuff. If I did, I probably would have talked about it here as well, but I don't, so let's keep going. Before I dig into this drop list, if you enjoy these videos, please go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to turn on notifications so you know every time that I drop a new video. You never know, one of those videos might actually be good. And if you haven't yet joined the Discord, Larry's Streetwear drop list has links and times for every big drop coming out every week, and Manny keeps you guys in the loop with all of the shoe releases coming down the pipeline. And best of all, the price is free, so come on down to Fauntleroy town.
You finished?
Alright folks, enough about that garbage, let's get into this drop list. First up we have this sport webbing camp cap. I'm just gonna say no.
Okay, it's a no.
Next up we have this Jersey College short sleeve top. That $98 price point will make sure that these never resell. I don't think they're the worst shirt I've ever seen, but again, I would say they're only personals, and let's keep going.
Not a chance.
Next up, the Tremaine Special, this beaded crochet vest thing. I don't like it. I think definitely some people could rock it. If you have a lot of confidence and don't care about wearing a crochet beaded wife beater around, then God love you, go for it. Not for me. I don't really think they'll resell unless they're extremely rare. So like I said, not for me. If you like them, grab them. I just don't want to see them. Next up we have these feedback soccer shorts. I mean, they're okay, and they're a little cheaper than some of the shorts that we see come out from Supreme, but again, these are gonna be personals. If you want them, get them, but if not, let's keep going.
Please don't. I can't.
Next up we have the nameplate meshback 5-panel. Now this thing is interesting. It has the American flag and then the Arabic Supreme logo on it. And it's not just an Arabic logo, it's an Arabic bling logo. That's right, it's gold colored with fake diamonds inset. I feel like these are going after some type of redneck Middle Eastern demographic, and I just don't really know if that exists. But it might, and if it does, that's the guy that wants one of these. Next up we have the over-dyed camo nylon camp cap. Not a huge fan of these camp caps. We obviously get a camp cap almost every week. If you really needed something for free shipping, maybe the black one or the brown navy one kind of looks cool as well. But at the end of the day, we're gonna get more camp caps, and a bunch of them are gonna be better than these. So let's keep going. Next up we have the feedback soccer jersey. I actually think these kind of look alright. I like them better than the shorts anyways. The Supreme soccer stuff usually doesn't do that crazy unless it's some kind of collaboration. So again, I'm probably gonna have to say these are personal, but I think they're cool and I like them, so, you know, go for it if you want.
That's it.
Next up, we have this mesh striped short sleeve shirt. When you look at these shirts, you have to think about them being an overshirt and wearing them to the club, and you can kind of see through them, so whatever's underneath kind of shows off too. I like the black colorway, I like the green colorway because it's a little different, and that all over print is definitely interesting. I know there's a lot of people out there that would wear something like that. You never know, sometimes stuff like this in the biggest sizes can do okay. Definitely a gamble to buy a button-up shirt with resell in mind, but I know that you've bought worse items in the past, so you can't even lie to me right now. I know you did it. Next up, the frayed patchwork baggy denim shorts. Now, if you've been a fan of the channel long enough, you know that I am against denim baggy shorts, just denim shorts in general. There's almost 100% chance that Manny's gonna buy those blue ones though. I know it. He's going after that. He likes them, so it's good. I don't want those shorts, so you guys can have them. A $288 price point basically makes reselling these completely impossible. If they weren't that expensive, I probably would have said, yeah, they might have some potential. But basically, $300 for some baggy denim shorts is not the business. We're not doing that. Move along.
That idea ain't worth a velvet painting of a whale and a dolphin getting it on.
Next up, we have the frayed denim patchwork crusher. I think that these look okay, to be honest with you. $70 for a crusher, again, a little bit high. It's a lot closer to what normal crushers go for than like what the baggy jeans shorts are trying to do. And there could be some potential for reselling these, but you won't be making a ton either way. I would say probably stick to these being personals, but they could mature down the line and make you a little bit. And usually the denim colorways are the ones that do better, but I don't know, it's risky.
Oh, did you know I don't give a shit?
Next up, we have the Regalian Utility Jacket. Not the most outspoken jacket that Supreme has ever produced by far, but this is actually a really nice piece. And for a jacket, it has a really nice retail. I'm gonna assume these are very, very thin. These have a very utilitarian sort of look to them. You got pockets here, you can carry all your groceries in, most likely. They look huge. And these type of jackets are just in style right now. This is more of a jacket for summer weather than winter weather, of course. I don't really see these reselling because there's just not a ton of branding on them. But again, a really cool jacket and a pretty good price.
You can say that again.
Alright, next up we have the Supreme Bitassi Rimini items. I'm just going to put them together. This vase and the bowl. I have no idea if I said that company's name right. This is an Italian ceramic company, and they are known for this particular blue colorway. This blue glaze, as they say. Coming in at a price point of $298, they actually are not that much more expensive than what these vases cost retail. I think they go for around $229 without all the Supreme stuff on it. So if you are a fan of these type of vases and Supreme, well, then you have to go for one of these, don't you? But I'm gonna assume most folks are not spending $300 on a random vase.
Oh, hell no!
And they also are releasing this bowl. It is a lot cheaper at $148. Obviously, it's just a bowl. It doesn't even look like it could hold a fair amount of cereal. What are you holding in there? Jelly beans? Skittles? The tears of a unicorn? I have no idea what goes in that bowl. But if you buy it, send me a picture. I want to see what you put in it. Usually Supreme plates, vases, things like that don't do that well. Those Japanese pots that came out actually did okay. But other than that, I can't think of anything else. I think it'd be really risky to pick these up with the intention of reselling them. If I was going to suggest one or the other, I'd probably say go for the bowl. That being said, the vase is probably going to be a little rarer though. That would be just my assumption. But at the end of the day, extremely risky to pick these up for anything other than personals.
That's crazy!
And then next up, I'll talk about these woven bags together as well. They have the woven tote bag and shoulder bag. I think these bags look good, and they go really well with some of those lawn chairs that came out a few seasons back. Now, $158 for a tote bag is kind of beyond ridiculous, especially in the Supreme realm. Usually they're like $100, maybe $120. I don't really see that many people paying $200 for a tote bag, and you'd need to get about that just to kind of make a little bit of money off of it. Cool bag though, definitely a really neat personal. And that shoulder bag too, right? $78 is just a little bit too pricey for me. You can definitely find shoulder bags going for around $120, $150, but again, most of them end up around the $100 range, and with a $78 price point, that's about how much it's going to cost you to get it to your house with shipping and tax and all that stuff.
How rude.
Even though I really like these shoulder bags, I still think that that price point makes them a little bit risky for reselling. I do expect them to sell out, so as long as there's not a ton of stock, you should be okay. okay. You should be able to at least make your money back if you do kind of risk it on these. All three colorways are fine, but I would probably suggest you focus on the black and the red if you are looking to pick it up for reselling.
Boring, right? So boring. I want to kill myself.
And next up we have the Supreme Patchwork Quilt. Well, I mean, it's a cool quilt. I'll give it that. But $368 is a no for me. That's gonna cost you almost $400 with taxes and everything before it gets to your house for a quilt. As soon as I saw that this thing came with its own little personal carrying bag, I knew that it was expensive. The only other things I see that come with personal carrying bags are like Gucci purses and things like that. So you know that you're spending a lot of money if it comes with a fancy little storage bag. I do expect these to be pretty rare. They probably will sell out. I mean, people that want them will buy them. They don't care that it's $300, $400, whatever it is. But unless these are extremely rare and just as hot as the big red boot got, I don't see a resale market for a $400 blanket.
Do you understand that that was hurtful?
And now the number one item of Supreme's Week 16, it's the Palace Week 6 drop. That's right, I'm going with the Palace Oakley stuff this week, above all the Supreme stuff.
That was very sneaky of you.
I can't wait to see what the retails are for these. I think that they did a great job with this collection, and I tell you, go ahead and skip Supreme this week and go over to Palace and get that stuff.
What? That is crazy.
Well, there you go, folks. I hijacked that one at the end. Go Palace. Not the worst week as far as items are concerned, but not a big fan of all the retail prices that they dropped on us this week. I'm really interested to see what the Palace retails are going to be this week. That might actually steer most of the resellers over to the Palace way, if those aren't too bad.
This is the way.
Let me know what you guys are going for this week. Anyone gonna grab that quilt? Who needs a vase or a bowl? Or both? Let me know in the comments down below, huh? Go ahead.
By now you should know your bitch is pregnant.
Thank you guys for joining me on this video. Good luck to you guys if you're going for anything. And if for some reason this video has not given you all the Fauntleroy that you need in your life today, well, then you should check out these videos right here. I'm the one that